Let's do an everyday natural minimal makeup together. This is how I do my makeup pretty much every single day, and it's been a while since I jumped on and did my makeup like this with you. I'm gonna put my hair back because I've got some bangs and I want them to be out of my face. I've prepped my skin, which means I actually showered this morning, washed my face and moisturized. I've done my SPF and all the things. It's sunk into my skin and now I'm ready to get going. And if I don't talk very long, it should be under 10 minutes. This is my one palette makeup. It's cream foundation. And let's get started and do our makeup right now. I'm gonna go in with my brightener, which is the lightest color in my palette. And this is gonna be a way to brighten the middle of your face. And I like going in with my fingers. I've always been a finger gal, so I'll go in with my fingers, then I'll tap into my first and second color. This is my color corrector, and I'll put a little bit on my eyelids, and that'll act as a primer and minimize the redness around my eyes. Next, I'll go into my color corrector. Again, using my fingers, I do a very, very light application. This is just to minimize the redness, any spots that I have. And as you can see, it's a very, very thin layer. Now, depending on your skin and what you have, you may have scars or melasma, or if you can see right here, I have some sunspots. I normally don't layer there, but let's just do a little bit there so you can sort of see how it will disappear. And then a little bit down here because I've got redness on my chin. And then today I'm gonna go into my third color. This is my main shade. And as you can see, it's just a little bit lighter, but it's gonna blend beautifully with my skin. And I kind of love that. I love how this makeup just creates this beautiful, even canvas for your blush, for your contour, and all those things. I'm gonna go in with my blush and bronzer brush. This is just a great brush because, as you can see, I've been using it for a while, and it's got this really great, big, sort of fluffy bristles, and they're very, very soft, and they're great at pushing in the makeup like this. And this is what we call stippling. So I'm just gonna quickly stipple the product in. Now, can you see? It's just disappearing. It's disappearing right there. And again, it's quick. You do not have to spend a lot of time to get a very natural, minimal look. And especially if you're over 50 like me, this is just the most amazing makeup for mature skin. It's not gonna sink into your fine lines. Just make sure, you know, when you get into this area that you sort of spread your lips and your cheeks a little bit and make sure you're doing that. Now, I like to brush from the bottom up and blend, and so that's what I do here. I'm just going up, and I'll do my eyes last because at that point, the makeup has warmed to my skin, and it's not gonna pull the skin around my eyes. Like, this is very sensitive, thin skin, so we want that area to be treated lightly. And I also don't like to put any real color under my eyes in this area because it'll crease and it'll get into my lines. So I want it to be the least amount of makeup right in here. So as you saw, I put makeup right here and here on either side and then on my eyelid. So now I'm gonna go in to my eyes. You can see I'm just gonna lightly blend by pushing motion into the makeup onto my eyelids like that. Bring this up like a little eye lift, and then you can see it's created this really even complexion right there, which is just what I want, and it's not hurting or pulling the skin under my eye. So that is my quick makeup, and then let's just make sure, look in the mirror, because sometimes I'll miss a spot, and I did do some over here, which I didn't do. So I think that's all blended in. Then next, I'm gonna go in and see how quick it is. I don't even know how long this has taken, but it's so quick. I'm gonna go in with my detail brush. It's got this great little edge right here. If you're new to contour, this is a great brush to start with because it's easy to pick up the makeup and get it where you want. So I'm gonna tap into my contour right here and dab in like this and just add, I like to tap and then blend it up. So it's kind of like a line and it's adding dimensions. And I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't layered any makeup on top of each other. The point of this makeup is one color goes in one place and it's blending together to create a three-dimensional look. Now, none of our faces are flat, so I love the concept. It's so cool. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to create some shadow in my high forehead so that the focus is in the middle of my face. Now, depending on what your face looks like, it depends on how you put on your contour on your forehead. You may, if you have a shorter forehead, you may not do as much as me. If you have a wider, you know, it all just depends on your face. And don't forget the other side. But again, this is just how I do my makeup every single day. It's minimal, it's natural, it's quick, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on my face. Just a little bit of contour on my nose like this. Sometimes I get a little dark, so I just want to make sure whatever's sort of on my brush, and then you can put here to add a little, and then don't forget to go along your jawline like this. Bring down softly the product down your neck. Now, because I've got a V-neck, I want to make sure that this is kind of all the same color. And you can see my face is matching my neck, so the color's really working, right? If you're worried about that, you could go in with a bigger brush, you could go into some bronzer, you could bring some color down your neck like this, and bring it all together. Now that's that. The next thing we're gonna do, we're almost done. It's that quick. I've gotta get my eyebrows going. So I'm gonna go into my Fig. This is my blush. And then I'm gonna do like this. And then I'm gonna blend it again with the same blush bronzer brush, like this, and add some color. I love this color, isn't it pretty? It's just the perfect warm blush, and you can put a little bit on your lips as well. And what I like to do is just take my finger, tap it on my lips, and add some color to my lips, like that. And I'm gonna put on gloss, so it's just to add a little warmth to my lips. And then don't forget, you've gotta add a little bit of Illuminator to add that really pretty glow that we all love on our skin. This is so important, like this. Now, because I want it to be really natural and minimal, I'm gonna take the same Illuminator on my lids, because this is just an everyday look. I'm not going for a lot of glam. I just want to give my eyes a little pop. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another brush. I'm gonna take the smudge brush. Now, you could use your fingers, you could use a smaller end of, let's say, the detail brush, but I kind of want to just make sure I go in lightly. I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to tap into my contour like this, and I'm going to add a little bit of color on my lids, just on the outer corners and a little bit underneath to brighten my eyes, make the blues pop a little bit. And I just want to make sure they're even. And it's just like using an eyeshadow, but it's because it's cream, it's so soft and quick. Now again, if you wanted to tap in with your fingers and just brush it on like that, totally can do that. Okay, that's that. And what I want to do is I'm just going to line my lips a little bit with the contour, like this. And this is just a great way to make sure everything stays where you need it to stay. And the contour is so cool because it's so multi-purpose. You can use it for so many things. You can use it for, you know, contouring. You can use it as an eyeshadow. You can fill in your brows. You can do your lips. And then I'm going to flip around this brush and go into Sunshine State because I want a little gloss. And I love having a lot of different colors in my palette. And if you can see, everything I'm using is just on this one level. And I haven't even dipped in to the second layer. Okay, now what I want to do is go in and do a little eyebrow. So I'm going to use the Archangel. It's just a little tube like this, and it's got, I'm going to brush off some of it. It's got these little, I like to brush off a little bit of it, but I don't know if you can see, it's got these little like comb in it. And then I'm going to use that to comb in and set my eyebrows so that they don't move, which I love. I love having my eyebrows. If you haven't noticed, I keep playing with them because I want them to be in the right spot. It's easier to see sometimes in the big mirror. I can see I need to blend a little bit. And I'm gonna go like this. Like that. Okay, so now my eyebrows, I'm gonna let them dry and stay. And I feel like I've got a little bit right there that I need to blend. the lid on because I always forget. We've got to put on mascara. So let's use an eyelash curler. I'm loving these eyelash curlers. They're so great. There's two different versions. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna actually do a little bit of smudging of eyeliner just to give my eyes a little bit of an oomph today. I'm feeling it. We're about to get on a plane, so that's why I wanna move along quickly. And you know, for me, so let's do a little bit of an eyeliner first. If you don't know about this eyeliner, this is the Revant Eyeliner. This is the brown. It has a really good, you just twist it up like this, and then there's a sharpener on the other end. So let's put a little bit up, twist it up, and this is a gel, long-lasting eyeliner. I've got a 10% off code. I'll link it below if you're interested. This is great because it glides on. It is so cool because not only is it smudge-proof, well, after you want to smudge it or have it on, it will not move all day long. So it's great. Like, for instance, I'm traveling today, I'm going to be on a plane, and I may move around, you know, with glasses and on and everything, and it's going to stay put all day. But the greatest thing is that you can wash it off with your cleanser, which I love. So let's just put a little bit in here in my lash line. I feel like I need a little oomph today, so maybe this is a little more than natural minimal makeup. And be sure you get into your lash line like this so that it makes your lashes look bigger and thicker. And I'm gonna just add it, and then I'm gonna go in with my pinky and smudge it. So this is kind of like a great way to add a little oomph to your eyes. And I'm just gonna go in my pinky. I'm going to smudge it a little bit like this. Just make it like soft. Adds a little bit, and then I got a little bit on the bottom, so let's clean that up. And don't worry, see the difference? You can see the difference right there. It just adds a little bit of warmth to my eye. Don't worry, once I did the mascara, it'll look so much better. And then put a little bit over here. Sometimes you need a little oomph, and just make sure you're getting into your lash line like that. Okay. I got a little bit more on this side than that. Okay, let's smudge this one in. Like that. Okay, I do have a Q-tip if I feel like I need to clean up a little bit on the bottom, but this is going in my bag. And then, sorry, my nose is itching. I don't know why. I'm gonna use the Ilia today because it's the one that's right in front of me, and put that on my lashes. I've already curled them, so just make sure you, I love the Ilia. Saint came out with some mascara, but I keep going back to Ilia, so I think that's my favorite. I like the velvet one, but I don't know where it is. It's not here. I think I took it to my bathroom to use last night. Okay. And then just do your mascara the way you like to do your mascara. And my eyes are definitely a little bit more than minimal, but I needed a little oomph today. Yeah, okay. And I do have a Q-tip in here. I may clean up a little bit on the bottom. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna clean up a little bit on the bottom. Just sometimes there's not that much to clean up. There you go. Okay. And then what I love to finish off with is add a little bit of my feather blotting dust, which is right here. Add that sort of into my little area right there. And I like to put it up here because it adds a little brightness like that. And I always like to add a little gloss. So I think what I'm gonna do to finish it off is add a little bit of the chai. And that is it. It's all done. That is my quick, easy, natural, minimal makeup. And it's fast, and everything that you need is right here in this one palette. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this, my brush, my eyeliner, and I'm just gonna pop these few things, plus my mascara. Okay, so a bunch of things. All of these into a pouch, and head out to the airport. So thank you so much for being with me for this really quick, natural, minimal makeup for mature skin. So if you're over 50, this makeup is for you. Don't forget, if you're interested in the makeup, I'll link a color match form below. That'll make it so that I can help you with the right colors for your skin tone, because that's really, really important. You wanna make sure that it's matching, and I can do that for you. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You'll get notified when new videos go up. And thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next time.